Hey friends, I'm Laura with The Cozy Tree, where we make cozy goods and share biblical encouragement with others. Welcome to my series, Crochet Basics for Absolute Beginners. This is lesson 4 of the series. Today we are going to learn how to do a half double crochet. I'm going to show you step by step, slowly, multiple times so you don't miss it, and then show how it looks when done faster. Keep in mind that we are using US crochet terms throughout this series. The abbreviation for half double crochet is HDC. So let's get started. Here is a crochet swatch, which just means a test square to show how the stitches look before you jump into a project. This swatch is done entirely in half double crochets. Now I'm going to show you how to make it. First, you're going to create your slip knot and chain 15. If you need a refresher on how to do that, you can check out lesson 2 in the playlist of this series on my channel. I've already done it here just to save time. So we're going to begin half double crocheting into the chain. Before you insert your hook into any stitches, you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook once, like this, around the back and the front. I've got my hook turned around. And that is called yarn over. Now, we're going to go 2 stitches from the hook. So 1, 2. We're going to insert our hook right in there. And now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over again, up and around the back, hook the yarn, and pull it through 1 loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now to finish it off, we're going to yarn over one more time, up and around, hook it, and then we're actually going to pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. And that is a half double crochet. So let's do it one more time in the next loop right here. I'm going to yarn over once, insert into this loop, yarn over again, up and around, hook it through 1 loop. I've got 3 loops on my hook now. And then I'm going to yarn over one more time, up and around, and hook that yarn and pull it through all 3 loops, like that. So now you have 2 half double crochets. Now it does look kind of wonky. It'll look better with the next row, I promise. All right, I'm going to show you one more time slowly, and then I'm going to do it at normal speed. So up and around, yarn over. Then we're going to insert into the next loop, yarn over, up and around, hook it and pull it through there. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, up and around, hook the yarn and pull it through all 3 loops. So that's 3 half double crochets. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do it at normal speed. All right, and see there's one last loop here. I'm going to do one last half double crochet, and that is the end of the row. So this is what your first row of half double crochet will look like, and it'll start to look better once we do the next row. Now I'm going to show you how to start the next row. So at the end of your first row here, we're going to chain 2. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now we have chained 2, and we're going to turn our work. So that means you keep your hook and your yarn the same. You literally just rotate your work around. Now I'm going to half double crochet into this stitch right here, that first hole. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook right into this little V here, yarn over, pull it through that V. You have 3 hooks or 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. And that's your first half double crochet of the next row. So do half double crochet slowly one more time. Yarn over, insert it into this V, which is a stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, and pull through all 3. There's 2 half double crochets. The reason it's called a half double crochet is because it's halfway between a single and double crochet. It starts out similar to a double crochet, which we will cover in the next lesson, because you yarn over before you insert your hook, but you pull through all 3 loops instead of how double crochet is, where you would pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through the rest of the loops. We'll cover that in the next lesson. All right, now I'm just going to half double crochet across at the speed I normally would, and then I'll show you at the end how to make sure not to add too many stitches. All right, so if you look here, there's one last V right there. That is our last stitch of the row. There's no more V's past that, so you don't want to stitch any more than this last V right here. If I can get it to focus. That last V is going to be our last stitch. It can be a little snug sometimes. Okay, and that is your second row of half double crochet. So again, if you want to start a new row, you chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work. You're going to half double crochet into that last stitch from the previous row, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that is a half double crochet on the next row. Let's just finish it up. And half double crochet is actually one of my favorite stitches because it's a little more complex than a single crochet and it has a little more bulk to it, but it's not as long as a double or triple crochet. So it's really good for lots of different projects. Right, we're coming up on that last one. Remember, it's the last V here. These ones are not V's, so those don't count as stitches. And there you go. Let's lay that flat. Now notice how it curves and the bottom is tighter. That is because I chain kind of tight. But the way you can change that is if you use a bigger hook for your initial chain and then a smaller hook for the rest of your project. That'll kind of even it out. And if that doesn't work, you can always block it later, which is by getting it wet or damp and pinning it to kind of relax all the stitches and let it go to the shape you're wanting. So in the next lesson, we will cover how to do a double crochet, which I mentioned earlier, and you will crochet that into a chain just like we did with the half double crochet and the single crochet. Remember, all of these lessons are saved into a playlist on my channel called Crochet Basics for Absolute Beginners, and make sure to subscribe and save that playlist for easy reference in the future. If you like these videos, turn on notifications so you can be notified of new crochet patterns and tutorials, and I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!